Hello friends, this is Steve Raj. I'm in Frisco, Texas. All of the snow has melted away. It was manageable, not a big deal at all. A little bit of inconvenience, I would say. This video is for my friends who ask me how things are in Texas because of what they see in media. And today I want to talk about Perseverance, the rover which NASA has successfully landed on Thursday. There are a lot of first time in the rover. If you are interested, you will always go back and watch the launch video. But today I want to talk about the rover that carried Ingenuity, a mini helicopter. For the first time, a powered flight happened in a different planet other than Earth. Because of the short time we have, we will quickly talk about how difficult it is to fly that helicopter. It's not a drone in the outer space. First of all, it has to withstand the lot of G-force during the launch. And let's talk about after they successfully landed and it's all properly insulated in Martian environment, which is very cold. Mars is not as dense or bigger than Earth. It's much smaller, maybe 1/10 the gravity that we have in Earth. So the bigger planet have higher gravity than Earth, the smaller planet have lesser gravity. And gravity also plays a role in how much atmosphere it can hold. Okay, so Mars obviously has a very thin atmosphere. Why is it important to have a good atmosphere? Because for an helicopter to run, it's not propelled by some jet fuel or whatever it is. All of the rockets that we launch in Earth works on Newton's third law. So it gets the thrust because of the hot gases that escape out. But then if you have to fly the mini helicopter, then it has to push the air down. If you have very thin air, it's not gonna get the lift. So that's one of the challenge. So it has to charge itself for one whole day when the sunlight is available with the solar panels, and then it can have 90 minutes of flight. To even simulate the conditions in the lab, they can simulate the atmosphere in the wind tunnel. That's not a big deal. But how are they going to simulate the gravity in Mars? I listened to a NASA scientist. So he said he could offload the weight with a fish hook, pulling it from the top. And this is only what we hear, but then there are so many challenges how they are going to insulate with an inert gas or whatever it is, carbon dioxide and all of that. That's a whole lot story. I thought I could make this video in under 2 minutes, but then I saw it's already 3 minutes, so I'll keep talking. All right. So I really wanted to step out and go for a walk. I've been waiting for this for a long time, and today is the best day. There are no snow out, and the weather is on like 50s, not bad at all. Getting back to what we were talking about, Perseverance, I thought of writing a blog. All of this information is widely available, but then it's a joy to collect, go read about the information and write a blog. Also, I wanted to write in native language other than English for people who do not understand. Anyway, all right. So that's the first time we are able to successfully test it. So why do we need Ingenuity, the mini helicopter? Because it takes a lot of time for people on Earth to send commands to the rover. 10 minutes approximately, I think. Is it a round trip or one way? I don't remember. All right. So the Mars rover has to take a proper terrain to avoid any obstacles and then drill some hole and then get the details about the rock in search of external life. All right, so it takes a lot of time to guide the rover from Earth. If there could be an autonomous flight helicopter like that, which can just fly above and then get an aerial view to guide the rover, that will be much faster. So that's the reason for the helicopter to be added. All right. So I've seen at least one other mission or one or two other NASA's Mars mission, and even India was successful in Mangalyaan. It's a Mars mission by ISRO, but they didn't land any rover kind of thing in Mars. I think it was only the orbiter. So in all of the past Mars mission, it's all Soviet Union was the very first one, but I think the successful mission was NASA's one, but I don't know, but it was all around the same time. What I want to say is there was a flyby mission, an orbiter mission wherein you'll orbit around Mars. There was a mission where you will land a rover, and this mission is on top of landing the rover. We also have the Ingenuity, and I was curious to see how far humankind has gone beyond Earth. Okay, and so far man has landed on Moon. That's the farthest we have ever gone, a human being. Okay, and although we were successful in sending man-made objects beyond Venus, or I don't know, don't take it as my words. You'll always have to go back and check. All right, and I have this question, guys. Two things. First of all, when I looked at the Mars for the first time, okay, for some reason I know Mars is just farther away from Sun, but for some reason, because the planet looked so red in color, I thought it's gonna be hot or a proper weather there, but it is too cold in Mars. Okay, because it's farther away and it does not have an atmosphere as thick as Earth, it cannot retain the heat. That's what I read. So how are we going to send human there and thinking that it is like Earth-like environment at all? I have no idea. And especially Elon Musk was thinking about all of this. Even if he successfully managed to send people to Mars, but I don't think. Okay, anyway, it's just what I think about it. And the other thing is, if it has to be successful, there has to be many people who has to be sent there. I was also looking about the what is that? The flyby mission, where they will have. You must have heard about the rendezvous thing, right? Whenever let's talk about the International Space Station, okay? Whenever NASA or any other space agency send people to, guys, I still see some snow here. I may walk a little slow. You want to see the snow? Look at here. All right, so we're talking about I'll keep it short. It's already more than 10 minutes. um, I was talking about International Space Station, right? So they also do the rendezvous attempt in docking to the International Space Station. We were talking about this in conjunction with Mars. I'll connect back to that. So in the docking part, so there is a space shuttle that goes from the Earth, and then this international space is orbiting around the Earth in a low altitude. All right. So people go there, do some work, fixing things, or I don't know what kind of research they do, and then they come back. They may be taking some food supplies or not. People, scientists go on a rotational basis, right? Now, like this, because you should have some kind of setup in Mars as well for people to go there and come back. You cannot all the way go to the Mars and then come back. There has to be something like an International Space Station around the Mars where people could dock and then come back. All of that. Now, speaking of gravity, whether you believe in Newtonian's gravity or Einstein's theory of gravity, doesn't matter. There has been a popular misconception. It's easy to recreate the gravity in Earth, okay? Now, having the sense of weightlessness is different from recreating the gravity. A sense of weightlessness can come during free fall, which is not really the situation with gravity, okay? I want to talk about this misconception in this video and then end it here. A lot of people think astronauts in International Space Station are flying like as if they are experiencing a zero gravity. It's not at all true. What they are going through is a free fall. Because the International Space Station is moving at such a high speed, I don't remember exactly, maybe 9 revolutions per day. I don't know exactly how many. I'm sorry, I forgot the speed. But then only because of this, I'm going to take a detour here. All of this road seems to be so messy. All right. So sorry guys, the road is not so good here. Alright, so I'm going to write the blog and then probably share the link with friends about all the perseverance. Maybe not today, maybe next week. Alright, thank you very much for listening. I think I wanted this video to be under 10 minutes, but it is extending more than 15 minutes. I'll stop here. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. I hope you understood the difference between free fall and gravity. Okay, I forgot whether I completely finished it or not, but the reason the astronaut in International Space Station is experiencing that kind of feeling, like floating feeling, is because they are moving at such a high speed and they are just falling around the Earth. And every once in a while they correct that altitude by some mechanism they have. They'll fire and keep the altitude correct. All right, thank you very much guys. Bye bye.